Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the maths class. Now, last class we have learned about different types of fractions. We have learned about what are proper fractions, improper fractions, unit fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, and also about equivalent fractions. Now, what are equivalent fractions? Fractions which have the same value or fractions which are equal are called as equivalent fractions. Also, we have learned how to find equivalent fractions for a given fraction. Given any fraction, how to find its equivalence. So, how do you find that? Suppose you are given a fraction 2 by 3. To find the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3, what we have to do? You have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the same number. So, any number you multiply, you will get an equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So, 2 by 3, both numerator and denominator, if you multiply with 5, what do you get? Numerator will be 10, denominator will be 15. So, 10 by 15 is an equivalent fraction for 2 by 3. So, that is how you are finding any equivalent fraction for any given fraction. Now, today we will be learning to find equivalent fraction of a given fraction with condition. Condition in the sense, the equivalent fraction what we are going to find. For a given fraction, its numerator or denominator will be given for us. We only have to find the other one. Say sometimes the numerator may be given, then you will find the denominator. Sometimes denominator will be given, you will have to find the numerator. So you are going to find an equivalent fraction for a given fraction where the denominator or numerator will be given. Okay. So for example, let us take say 3 by 7. 3 by 7 is a fraction. You are asked to find out an equivalent fraction for this whose denominator is say 21. So numerator we have to find out so that this will form the equivalent fraction for 3 by 7. Is that question clear for you? You are given a fraction 3 by 7. You are asked to find out an equivalent fraction for this 3 by 7 whose denominator is 21. So the equivalent fraction what you are going to find out has got the denominator 21. So you will have to find out a numerator so that we can get the complete fraction, what a fraction is. Now the steps what you are going to do. Now look at the denominators of the two fractions. Here it is 7, here it is 21. So 21 is greater than 7. 21 greater than 7. So what you have to do is you divide 21 with 7. So divide 21 with 7. Because 21 is greater than 7, you divide 21 with 7. So when you divide 21 with 7, what do you get? You get 3. Now this quotient what you got on dividing 21 with 7, that is 3, you multiply with the numerator of the given fraction. So this 3 into the numerator of the given fraction, which is 3 again. This will be equal to 9. So this 9 forms the numerator for the equivalent fraction of 3 by 7 given the denominator 21. So our equivalent fraction will be 9 by 21. So what did we do here? Because 21 is greater than 7, you divide 21 with 7. What quotient you are getting here, multiply that with the numerator. So 21 divided by 7, 3. 3 into 3, 9. So 9 by 21 is an equivalent fraction for 3 by 7. See, one more example we will take. Now look here. We have got 2 by 5 is a given fraction. You are asked to find out an equivalent fraction for this whose numerator is given 10. So denominator you have to find out. So whether numerator is given or denominator is given, the method is the same. So what you will do here, you will compare the numerators. So when you are comparing numerators, 10 is greater than 2. So what you should do? Divide 10 with 2. So 10 divided by 2. What do you get when you divide 10 with 2? 5. Now this quotient you will have to multiply with the denominator. What is the denominator here? 5. So 5 into 5. What is that? 25. So this 25 will be the denominator for the equivalent fraction. So what is the equivalent fraction? 10 by 25. Is it clear? See, it does not mean that always here the denominator and the number what you are multiplying will be the same. Supposing here it was here it was 7. Suppose here it is 7. Then what will you do? Same application only. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then 5 into 7. 5 multiplied by 7, that is equal to 35. So the equivalent fraction will now be actually 10 by 35. 10 by 35. So is it clear how to find the numerator or denominator of the equivalent fraction given either one of them? So here we are finding an equivalent fraction whose numerator and denominator are greater than the numerator and denominator of the given fraction. Now we will see when you are asked to find an equivalent fraction for a given fraction whose numerator and denominator will be greater than the equivalent fraction what we are going to find out. So that case also we will see. There the method uses a different one. Now see here, we are having a fraction 40 by 50. You are asked to find a equivalent fraction whose numerator is 8. So you are supposed to find out what the denominator would be so that you can get a fraction which is an equivalent to 40 by 50. Now here you compare the numerators. The fraction what we are going to find out, the equivalent fraction has got a numerator which is less than the numerator of the given fraction. So here the method is a different one. Earlier one, it was greater. The equivalent fraction what we are going to find out, the numerator or denominator which is given was greater than the corresponding one of the given fraction. Now here it is less. So 8 is less than the numerator of the given fraction 40. So what you do here, the first step is the same. You will divide 40 with 8. So 40 divided by 8, what do you get? 5. Now this quotient, we are going to again use it as a divisor to divide the denominator. So here we are again dividing. Earlier what did we do? Divide and multiply. Here divide, again divide. So this quotient what you got here, you will be dividing 50 or this denominator with this quotient. So 50 divided by 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10. So this 10 will form the denominator for the equivalent fraction. So our equivalent fraction will be 8 by 10. Is it clear how we got? One more example we will take. Now see here. We have got a fraction 63 by 81 and you are asked to find an equivalent fraction for this 63 by 81 whose denominator is 9. Now denominator 9 means first what you would do? You will compare the denominators. So 9 is less than 81. What you are asked to find out? That is less than this denominator. That fraction's denominator is less than the given fraction's denominator. So what you should do? 81 divided by 9. 81 divided by 9 how much? 9. 9 nines are 81. Now this quotient what you have to do? Again divide the numerator with this quotient. So what is the numerator? 63 divided by this quotient 9 is equal to 7. So what is our required equivalent fraction? 7 by 9. So hope you have understood how to find equivalent fractions given the numerator and denominator. Two conditions we have learned. If the equivalent fraction what we are going to find out has got a numerator and denominator greater. If it is greater, then what you do? Divide and multiply. Whatever is given, if the numerator is given, divide that this numerator with the given fractions numerator. And what quotient you are getting? Multiply that with the denominator of the given fraction. Now second case, if you are asked to find out an equivalent fraction where the numerator or denominator given is less, then what do you do? Divide and divide. So greater, divide, multiply. GDM. Greater, divide, multiply. So you can keep in mind like this. Greater, divide, multiply. Less, divide, divide. LDD. GDM and LDD. If you keep this in mind, it will be easy for you to find out the equivalent fraction. Now, sometimes you may be given fractions. Two fractions you may be given and asked to find out whether they are equivalent fractions. Now, how to find whether the given fractions are equivalent? So, supposing you are having, say, 2 by 8 and 8 by, say, 32. These are the two fractions given. 2 by 8 and 8 by 32. Now, we want to find out whether these two fractions are equivalent fractions or not. Now, for that, what we do is, you will cross multiply. Cross multiplying means multiply numerator of first fraction with denominator of second fraction. Then denominator of first fraction to be multiplied with numerator of second fraction. Cross multiplying. So when you cross multiply, 2 into 32. 32 into 2 is how much? 64. Now 8 into 8. 8 into 8 is also 64. If the cross products are the same, then the given fractions are equivalent. So you can write 2 by 8 is equal to 8 by 32. Supposing another one example, say 2 by 7 and 4 by 10. You are given two fractions. You are asked to find out whether they are equivalent or not. What you should do? Cross multiply. So first cross multiplication, 2 into 10, how much? 20. Second, 7 into 4, 28. Are they equal? 20 and 28? No. Since 20 is not equal to 28, 2 by 7 is not equal to 4 by 10. The two fractions are not equal. They are not equivalent fractions. So understood how to find out whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. Now we learn how to compare fractions. Comparing means finding out which is more, which is less, or which is greater and which is smaller. So comparison, everywhere we have comparison, isn't it? Big, small, like that. Tall, short and all. There's a comparison. So same way for fractions also we are going to make a comparison. Given any number of fractions, how to find which is greater, which is smaller. Okay. So given two like fractions. What are like fractions? Fractions which have the same denominator are called as like fractions. So given two like fractions. Suppose you are given 2 by 11 and 5 by 11. See here, both the denominators are the same, so they form like fractions. So if like fractions are given, how to compare them? How to find which among this is a greater fraction? Now what you do is, you simply compare the numerators. Among the numerators 2 and 5, which is greater? I am saying about numerator. Which numerator is greater? 5 is greater. So 5 by 11 will be greater than 2 by 11. So if given like fractions, what do you have to do? Just compare the numerators. the fraction with the greater numerator will be the greater fraction. So supposing you are having say 10 by 20 and say 8 by 20. 8 by 20. So both denominators are same, so they form like fractions. Compare the numerators. Which numerator is greater? 10 is greater than 8. So which fraction will be greater? 10 by 20 is greater than 8 by 20. Sometimes you may have fractions whose numerator will be same. Denominators may be different. We don't have any specific name for that. But cases where you have numerators same, denominators different. There what we do is you compare the denominators. The greater denominator fraction will be smaller. So whichever fraction has got greater denominator, that fraction will be smaller. So here 8 and 7. Which among the denominators is greater? 8 is greater. So in this case where numerators are same, both of them are 3. So since 8 is greater than 7, which fraction will be greater? 3 by 7 will be greater. So 3 by 8 will be less than 3 by 7. So understood the difference of comparison here? Like fractions, comparing numerators, greater numerator, greater fraction. Here when you have the numerators same number but denominators are different, compare the denominators. The fraction with greater denominator will be smaller fraction. So now if you forget all these rules, then we have a general rule. We can go for the general rule. Given any fraction, say 2 by 5 and 3 by 7, any fraction. So this is not a like fraction, nor it is not of the other type, or nor it is a unit fraction, nothing. Generally I have given 2 fractions, I have given 2 proper fractions I have given. How to compare them? Here what we do is we go for cross multiplying. Earlier we have learned how to cross multiply, isn't it? So first you will multiply 2 into 7. Numerator of the first fraction into denominator of second, 14. Then you will multiply denominator of first fraction with numerator of the second fraction, 5 into 3, 15. Now if the first cross product means product of numerator of the first fraction with denominator of the second fraction. So if the first cross product is greater, then first fraction will be greater. If the first cross product is greater than the second cross product, then first fraction will be greater. Now let us see here. Here the first cross product is 14. Second cross product is 15. So the first cross product is less than the second cross product. So the first fraction will be less than the second fraction. So 2 by 5 less than 3 by 7. One more example let us take, say 1 by 4 and 3 by 8. 1 by 4 and 3 by 8. Now here cross product we are taking. First cross product 1 into 8 is 8. Second cross product 4 into 3 equals 12. So which among the cross product is greater? Second cross product is greater. So second fraction will be greater. So 1 by 4 will be less than 3 by 8. Now let us take another one example. Say 3 by 5 and 9 by 18. Let us compare. So for comparison, we find the cross product. So first cross product is 3 into 18. 3 into 18 is 54. Now second cross product is 5 into 9, which is 45. So here what you find? The first cross product is greater than the second cross product, 45. So which fraction will be greater? The first fraction will be greater than the second fraction. So how to compare fractions? The general format is you cross multiply whichever cross product is greater. That means if the first cross product is greater, the first fraction will be greater. The second cross product is greater, second fraction will be greater. Now first cross product and second cross product means first cross product is a product of the numerator of first fraction and denominator of second fraction. Second cross product means denominator of first fraction multiplied by the numerator of the second fraction. So hope that is clear. Now in general, specifically if you say for like fractions, we know compare the numerators, greater fraction. Now fractions who are having the same numerator but different denominators, compare the denominators, greater denominator will be the lesser fraction. So hope that is clear for you. So we have learned about how to find equivalent fractions for a given fraction given either numerator or denominator. There are also two types we have learned. If the equivalent fraction what we are finding is greater one, having a numerator and denominator greater than the given fraction, and if it is less, then we have seen how to find whether the given fractions are equivalent. Then what we do, cross multiply. If cross products are same, then the fractions are equivalent. And we have also learned how to order the fractions, ordering of fractions or comparing fractions. Both ways we can say ordering of fractions or comparison of fractions. Hope you have understood. Thank you.